The Valerian Empire's cultural assessment of humanity was scathing. Ambassador Krelvek presented it to the Galactic Senate with undisguised contempt. Their music is chaos, random frequencies without mathematical precision. Their visual arts are emotional splatter, lacking geometric perfection. Poetry, inefficient communication. Humanity wastes resources on creativity, while proper civilizations focus on efficiency and conquest. Earth's representative, Director Maria Thompson, stood quietly as the Empire's military commanders laughed. The Valorians had conquered 40 systems with their perfect formations, synchronized battle protocols, and predictable but effective strategies. Your little planet will join our empire within the cycle, General Zarkon declared. Perhaps we'll ban your noise, this music, as our first decree. Maria smiled. You want to ban Beethoven's Ninth? Metallica? The throat singers of Mongolia? The war drums of 100 cultures? More laughter. The Empire's attack came 3 days later. The first wave of Valerian dropships descended in perfect formation, their armies moving in synchronized patterns that had crushed civilizations for centuries. Their battlenet hummed with precise communications, coordinates, angles, optimal firing solutions. Then humanity's response began. It started with drums. Deep, primal, thundering across every frequency the Valorians used. Aboriginal drums, Japanese taiko, African gem. Rhythms that human hearts had beaten to for millennia. The Empire's synchronized communications shattered as their soldiers unconsciously started moving to the beat. Maintain formation, Zarkon screamed, but his words were lost. The drums crescendoed. Then suddenly, Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries exploded across the battlefield. Human aircraft appeared over the horizon, not in formation but in seeming chaos, each pilot maneuvering to their own interpretation of the musical phrases. The Valorians' targeting computers couldn't predict patterns that followed artistic expression rather than logic. Lieutenant Colonel James Wright led the ground defense, his tanks rolling forward as someone broadcasted Sabaton's Ghost Division at volumes that made the ground shake. The crews weren't just fighting. They were performing, each movement timed to guitar riffs and drum solos that turned warfare into deadly art. Sir, their patterns make no sense, a Valerian analyst reported. They're fighting to rhythm? But it got worse. The humans weren't using music just tactically, they were using it psychologically. When Valerian troops entered human cities, they found them empty except for the music. Nursery rhymes played in minor keys from hidden speakers. Children's songs slowed down to nightmarish tempo. The Beatles' Yesterday warped into something that made hardened Valerian soldiers weep without understanding why. Private Jackson, manning a defense post, explained it to his squad. Music hits parts of the brain logic can't touch, even alien brains. The Empire's forces advanced on New Sydney, expecting resistance. Instead, they found a single speaker in the city square playing Mozart's Requiem. As they approached, citizens emerged from buildings, each carrying instruments. 1,000 voices rose in the Dies Irae, Day of Wrath. The Valorians froze. Their species had no concept of harmony, of voices joining in controlled chaos to create something greater. Their brain chemistry, despite all their superiority, responded to frequencies and patterns. The Requiem Mass, humanity's musical meditation on death, short-circuited something fundamental in their psychology. Retreat, Zarkon ordered, but his own voice cracked. The war changed completely when humanity discovered the Empire's critical weakness. The Valorians communicated through biorhythmic harmonics. Their entire nervous system was essentially a biological receiver. Human music didn't just confuse them. At the right frequencies, it could override their motor functions. Corporal Angela Foster, a Marine with a background in music therapy, made the breakthrough. Sir, play dubstep at 40 Hz with a July 8th time signature. Watch what happens. What happened was every Valerian in a 3-block radius started involuntarily dancing. The final battle wasn't a battle at all. Humanity's combined forces surrounded the Empire's main invasion fleet. Then, simultaneously, from every speaker, every ship, every soldier's personal device. They played Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. The song's chaotic structure, opera to rock to ballad, created cascade failures in Valerian neural processing. The emotional shifts, the harmony, the sheer theatrical absurdity of it, overwhelmed minds built for efficiency and logic. General Zarkon's last coherent message to the Empire was, "They've weaponized beauty. They fight with chaos that creates order. Their music is... He never finished. The guitar solo had started. The Valerian Empire withdrew, not just from Earth but from the entire sector. Their official records listed the reason for retreat as encountering a species that has weaponized psychoacoustic warfare. Earth's actual report was simpler. Turns out the Empire can't handle our playlist. Ambassador Krelvek's final communication to the Galactic Senate was a warning. Do not provoke the humans. They will make war into art and their art into war. And worse, they'll make you feel things about it. Maria Thompson kept the recording of the Empire's retreat. In the background, you could hear 10,000 human soldiers singing, "We are the champions," off-key, out of sync, and absolutely victorious.